All right, was that some good singing or what? So, as per your program, Sue is now going to come up here and read a poem. The entire church goes quiet. We're all waiting for Sue to, you know, get her stuff, get up there. And she's like halfway up there. And again, the entire church is quiet. And my grandpa leans over to me and says so loudly that, like, so many pews around us can hear. Do you see that old lady up there? I think she's gonna read a poem. Mind you, my grandpa is older than this lady, so he's calling someone younger than him old, and he just announced that she's old to pretty much the entire church. And we are sitting in not the last pew, but the second to last pew in the back. And the pew in front of us and the pew behind us is snickering and literally holding their mouths shut so they do not make a peep out of their mouth because they're laughing so hard. And I just look at him and I'm like, shh. He goes, what? And I'm like, you're being really loud right now. You need to stop. Like, you just announced to the entire church that she's going to read a poem when they just said that. And he's like, what? And I'm like, just shut up. Just be quiet. Like, ugh. The pew behind me is losing it at this point. They are laughing so hard. Those poor people, because I am trying to discipline an 80-year-old man to please be quiet in church because he just, like, announced to the entire church what was happening, even though there was already announcement of what was happening. And then he called her old on top of that. I'm like, oh, jeez. It's like, we know. Apparently he didn't wear his hearing aids that day, or his hearing aids were like the batteries were dying or something, because the man had said it over the microphone of like, hey, this lady's gonna read a no, it didn't matter. Didn't matter. He had to announce from the back. I was like, oh my goodness. I could have died in that moment. I was so embarrassed because I clearly sitting right next to him. And after church, everyone was like coming up to me like that was the funniest thing that has ever happened in church. Like you were trying to like tell him so quietly to like be quiet and he just could not hear you and he kept saying what really loud and I was like I I am so embarrassed. Oh my goodness.